Good morning and happy Friday. We're going to be working on our math today, page 339. And on this page here, it says count by ones from 81 to 90. And over here, the poem, it says, the monkeys and tigers that I met at the zoo made counting to 90 quite simply to do. So let's count to 90. We'll start with 81. 81, and we want to get to 90. So we know that counting by ones, we're just going to change the digit in the ones place. So we're still going to have 8. And then we're going to go from 1 to 2. Then we'll go to 83, 84. We'll go to 85. Then we'll come down here for 86, 87, 88, and 89. And then they have 90 in, because we're counting from 81 to 90, so you can go ahead and fill in 90 as the very last one. Number 2, to circle a half dozen cookies, and we know that 1 dozen equals 12, and we know that a half dozen equals 6. So we need to circle 6 cookies here, any 6 that you would like. And the poem says, well, down on the farm, I measured a yard. I counted a half dozen cookies. It wasn't so hard. All right, and number 3, this is kind of review. We did this quite a while ago, though. It says, circle the number that is greatest, underline the number that is least. And the poem to go along with that says, exploring the ocean was a dangerous act, but I found so much there to add and subtract. So we're going to circle the number that is the greatest and underline the number that is the least. So we can see here our numbers of 157, 129, and 161. They all have digits in the hundreds place. So we know that those are all the same. So let's move to the tens place. We can see this is a 5, this number is a 2, and this one is a 6. So we know that 6 is the largest number here. So we're going to circle that one. And then for the least, we need to underline it. So we can know that 5 is bigger than 2. So we're going to underline this number because it is the smallest. And our next set of numbers are 199, 200, and 178. Well, let's look at the hundreds column first. So we can see this is a 1. We have a 2 and another 1. So we know that 2 is the largest number out of 1 and 2. So we're going to circle the 200. And then since both of these have a 1 in the hundreds place, we're going to have to move to the tens place to compare. And we can see a 9 in the tens place here and a 7 in the tens place here. Well, we know that is the smaller number. So we're going to underline 178 as the least greatest. And number 4, it says write the Roman numerals. We know that 3 is just 3 I's. Just like that. And if we think back to on Tuesday, we know that 10 was an X. We just learned that. And if we have number 6, we know that we're going to have to draw our 5 and then 1 for 1, or for 5 and then 1. So we're going to draw VI, because then we have 5 and 1. And for 9, remember this is 1 before 10, just like that. And then on number 5, it says write the sums and differences and watch for carrying. And on the back side there, it says speed round, write sums and differences quickly at the top here. Number 2, it says Alex and his family plan to have a 2-week vacation. How many days will they be on vacation? Well, it's given us 2 problems to solve. We know that if we have 7 plus 7, we know that is 14. Because we have 7 days in 1 week, 7 days in another week. He's gone for a total of 14 days. Or for our multiplication problem, we have 2 times 7. And over here, so what that means is we have 2 sets of 7. So over here I drew 7 dots. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 7 dots here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can see we have 1 set, 2 sets of 7, which we know all together give us 14. And on the next one, number 3, it says write your greater than, less than, or equal sign. So if we start over here, we have 1/2 and 1/4. And I tried to draw you the fractions here so we can see that the half is bigger than 1/4. If you had a half of pizza or just one corner slice of pizza here, we know that the half is larger. So we're going to draw our mouth open to that, saying that 1/2 is greater than 1/4. And on the next one, we have 1/3 and 1/2. Well, here's your third and here's your half. And they are pretty close, but you know that your half is still larger. So we're going to draw the mouth open to the half, saying that 1/3 is less than 1/2. And on this one here, it says 1/3 and 1/4. If we see 1/4 here and 1/3 there, well, you can tell that 1/3 is bigger. So you'll draw your mouth open to that, saying to the 1/3, saying that 1/3 is greater than 1/4. And on this one here, we have 72 or 27. Well, we know that we have to look in the tens place here, and we can see that the 7 is larger than the 2. And so we're going to draw our mouth open to the 72, saying that 72 is greater than 27. And for the next one, we have 5 plus 7 and 6 plus 6. Well, let's solve those first. So we have 5 plus 7. Well, we know that equals 12. And 6 plus 6, we know that equals 12. So it looks like one's not greater than the other, so they are equal. So 5 plus 7 is equal to 6 plus 6. And for the next one, we have a dime and we have a quarter. Well, we all can remember that a dime is worth 10 cents and a quarter is worth 25 cents. So we know that a quarter is larger. So we are saying here a dime is less than a quarter. And on the next one here, number 4, it just says write the answers. Our first group says 2 plus 2. Well, we know that is 4. And then we have 2 times 2. So this is saying you have 2 groups of 2. And if we had 2 groups of 2, there's 1, 2, and 1, 2. Well, we can see 2 times 2. If we had to count by 2s, we count 2, 4. 2 times 2. And on the next one here, we have 3 plus 3. This is your middle problem. 3 plus 3, we know that is 6. And then we have 2 times 3. This is saying we have 2 groups of 3. So let's draw our little dots out here. 1, 2, 3. And then our next group of 1, 2, 3. So here we have 2 separate groups of 3. And if we count by 3s, we'll count 3, 6. And then you have one more to do on your own. 4 plus 4 and 2 times 4. And then number 5, it says circle the problems where 2-digit subtraction can be done. Write the differences. So you're going to complete all of these. So if we have 13 minus 2, well, we know that is 11. And so there's this is an example of where the 2-digit subtraction can be done. So we will circle that one. And then what about 18 minus 9? Well, remember, if we have to count up, we would count from 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So we'd have 9. So we'll write in our answer 9. And then you have a few more to complete on your own here. And just remember to circle the problems where the 2-digit subtraction can be done. And that's all for your math today. Hope you guys have a great Friday.